I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
This is a beautiful house, my man. How many square feet is this?
A little bit over 20,000 square feet. 3 or 4 levels.
Money Mayweather, seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
My mentality is always about, working smarter, not harder.
Floyd Money Mayweather was once seen as the ultimate figure in both boxing and wealth. But new reports are casting shadows over that reputation. Stephen A. Smith questions whether Mayweather's financial empire is as secure as it seems. Could the undefeated boxer now face his hardest challenge yet? Financial collapse? Here's the $42 million scandal rattling the world of boxing.
The $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we on ESPN, this car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. It's close to 15 million. You're right, it's close to 15 million.
And you don't drive them?
No.
Floyd Mayweather has built a reputation as one of the richest athletes in the world, frequently highlighting his $100 million earnings whenever his name makes the news.
Yes, she did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
Now, someone from the combat sports scene is challenging that long-held image. Former UFC contender and analyst Chael Sonnen describes it as one of the biggest illusions in sports promotion, implying that Mayweather's supposed 9-figure paydays could have been more hype than reality.
This phrase, fake news.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that? What does that even mean? You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote that.
So even as Mayweather showcased luxury watches, private jets, and flashy bank statements, Sonnen argues that real financial evidence never appeared. There was no confirmation from broadcast partners, no independent verification, only eye-catching headlines.
Whoever puts that press release and sends it out, never has a company that's publicly traded had an executive back those numbers. They're all lies.
And that sparks a harsh question. Was Mayweather's empire built on real payments or on hype, ego, and polished PR? Sonnen isn't the only one raising concerns. With financial lawsuits, unpaid jewelry claims, and a crypto fraud case following his name, the money brand appears to be cracking from every direction. Floyd Mayweather has long been the symbol of untouchable wealth in boxing, the fighter who turned luxury into a lifestyle and transformed the nickname money into his entire identity. But behind the private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, fractures in that image are starting to appear, and they're showing up faster than expected. Some believe Mayweather is broke, though few have said it publicly, except former rivals. Even Oscar de la Hoya, a longtime adversary turned reluctant supporter, couldn't ignore what was unfolding. De la Hoya, who has often defended Mayweather in public, was recently forced to acknowledge the truth.
You have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Coming from a promoter who has seen every side of boxing's business, De La Hoya's comments went beyond simple critique. They felt almost like a financial eulogy. Lawsuits over jewelry, rumors about assets, and a string of exhibition bouts all suggest that Mayweather's supposed billion-dollar empire may not be as solid as everyone assumed. What's striking is that De La Hoya, once a fierce opponent, is now showing concern rather than rivalry, something louder than any bank record could convey. Yet Mayweather didn't stay quiet either. While De La Hoya offered a sympathetic public view, Floyd reminded the world of their complicated business history. On matters of money and loyalty, Mayweather has long implied that De La Hoya wasn't exactly above board behind the scenes.
We helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in a sport of boxing.
For someone whose fame was built on showcasing extreme wealth, this isn't just about Canelo or past business dealings. Mayweather has long hinted at hidden arrangements, unreported payouts, and financial maneuvers behind the scenes. The same kind now coming to light through lawsuits, unpaid bills, and discreet asset sales. It's not only analysts and former champions raising questions about Mayweather's fortune. Fighters from his own era, even those who faced him in the ring, are beginning to expose the cracks. Logan Paul, who stepped into the ring with Mayweather, claims a promised payday mysteriously disappeared after their fight, and he hasn't held back expressing his frustration.
I got paid, just not in full. Like a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The artist happens. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd. We're coming for your millions and the last of your...
A lawsuit over missing millions marks yet another fracture in the Money Mayweather image. What began as a simple exhibition fight has turned into a search for unpaid earnings. And Logan isn't alone in raising doubts. Other fighters have also had to pursue their pay in court. When even opponents must fight for what's owed, one question becomes unavoidable. Is Mayweather's financial empire already on the edge? Even as Logan Paul pursued his lawsuit, insisting he never received the full payment from their fight, Mayweather didn't remain quiet. True to his style, he turned the spotlight back on the business side, dismissing the controversy as if it were no more than pocket change.
Right away, just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table is turned. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the table is turned, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Mayweather's nonchalant response made the lawsuit seem like standard business. But the context tells another story. From unpaid fighters to jewelers filing claims and whispers of secret asset sales, his financial empire appears to be under strain from every angle. No clever maneuver can hide the growing number of people still waiting on payments. Logan's revelations expose a side of Mayweather's strategy most fans never witness. For years, he wasn't just earning inside the ring. He was orchestrating the money around it. From buying up entire ticket sections before they went public to reselling them for huge gains. Floyd's business acumen went far beyond fight night.
So he is the promotional arm of his fights. It's why, in part, he makes so much money, because whereas a normal promoter
He takes all of them.
All of them. 3, 4, 5x. And it's part of his business.
On the surface, Logan acknowledged that the strategy itself wasn't illegal or uncommon for someone managing their own fight promotions. It was simply part of the business. But he explained, the real issue wasn't ticket flipping. The problem came when investors were kept in the dark and millions of dollars seemed to disappear after the seats were sold.
This particular lawsuit
as a clever business plan gradually turned into allegations of broken promises, unpaid returns, and now legal disputes. Logan's account highlights a pattern that's becoming impossible to ignore. An increasing number of fighters, investors, and partners are still waiting on payments from Mayweather, while his public persona remains tied to private jets and extravagant shopping sprees. Cracks in the Money Mayweather empire are beginning to show. This time, the claims aren't coming from journalists or former promoters. They're coming from the people who actually faced him in the ring. Logan Paul, who took part in one of the most watched exhibition fights of the decade, revealed that the real conflict started after the cameras went off. According to him, the promised payday still hasn't been delivered.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
The moment Logan's statements went public, the image of Mayweather's untouchable fortune started to crack even more. This wasn't a disgruntled promoter or an old adversary speaking from the sidelines. It came from someone who shared the ring, signed the contracts, and shook the same hands. Floyd Mayweather, always confident and unapologetic about his extravagant lifestyle, continues to demonstrate that regardless of public opinion, his success is undeniable. His words serve as a testament to the wealth he's amassed and the empire he's built through relentless work and sharp business strategy.
That takes care of everything when everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions every month.
These statements aren't just about showing off. They reflect that despite the challenges inside and outside the ring, Mayweather has remained a financial powerhouse. His lifestyle continues to be the benchmark for athletes across sports and beyond. Yet, not everyone agrees with his recent moves. Critics, including Stephen A. Smith, have questioned his choice to take exhibition fights against non-professional boxers, especially the well-publicized matchup with Logan Paul. According to Smith, these bouts put Mayweather's legendary status at risk, facing opponents who don't belong in the ring and potentially undermining the value of his career. In Smith's view, Floyd's actions show a pursuit of money that could come at the cost of his legacy.
You are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
While Smith recognizes that Floyd's ability to make money is unmatched, he takes issue with the attention given to fights that don't highlight real boxing skill. In his view, exhibition bouts against people like Logan Paul, who lack a professional boxing background, risk tarnishing Mayweather's legacy and diminishing the sport's credibility. Smith argues that Floyd has nothing left to prove and should focus on protecting his legendary status instead of chasing headlines through fights that don't enhance his record. They say the higher you climb, the harder you fall. And for Mayweather, that fall may have already begun behind closed doors. The man who once counted millions on camera, showing cash like confetti, is now facing lawsuits, unpaid bills, and rumors of a financial empire crumbling from within. For years, he convinced the world he was untouchable, the king of pay-per-view, the master of luxury, the man who turned boxing into $1 billion business. But what if that wealth was never real? What if the private jets, diamond chains, and flashy bank statements were all just part of the greatest financial illusion in fight history?
Man, and it's crazy, but it's happening. Yeah, 50 Cent is pretty much exposing the fact that Floyd Mayweather is having issues, but it was not 50 that started it. It was actually Business Insider.
They got Floyd here. It says Floyd Mayweather is stepping into Manhattan's multi-family ring in a big way. The retired boxer has gone into a contract to pay $420 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio with more than 60 buildings, according to sources familiar to the deal. Josh Gotti of Black Spruce Management is the seller, and Black Spruce Magazine declined comment. It says also here that the investor partnered with Maynard Orchard on a $1.8 billion deal for 1,766 units spanning 6 rental buildings and in acquisition of the American Cooper Building, twin luxury towers in Murray Hills with the view of the East River.
The $42 million controversy isn't just a headline. It's a warning sign. Behind the designer suits and perfectly curated Instagram posts, the truth about Floyd's alleged fortune is beginning to emerge. This time, no amount of PR spin can protect the money brand from financial trouble. And if you think the $42 million scandal is the end of the story, think again. The deeper you dig, the harsher the reality looks for Mayweather. Beneath the Instagram filters and private jet photo ops, the real picture might be a man undone by his own ego. A fighter so focused on appearing wealthy, he neglected to secure his wealth. When a respected voice like Stephen A. Smith questions your finances on national television, it's no longer just critics talking. It's a sign that pressure is mounting. Floyd Mayweather didn't just sell fights. He sold the idea of untouchable riches. But peel back the flashy watches and staged bank slips, and what remains is a man running out of time, out of luck, and according to ongoing lawsuits, possibly out of money. The $42 million scandal may not have been just a misstep. It could be the final blow to the money Mayweather myth. So what do you think? Is Mayweather's financial empire finally unraveling? Or has he been playing the system all along? Share your thoughts in the comments below.